like I say, I had a lot of gorgeous women working for me, and gorgeous and good-looking men, and a good fine army, and as well as, I didn't just use gorgeous. I used normal people too. I was not prejudiced at all. There was no prejudiceness in my group, but I had genetic engineering and genetic research, so my people did look very, very good. And in that way, John McCain was a traitor in that, he went along with Nixon and JFK's ideas. Basically they're using him to try and get more information from the women and more information from my team to try and, do this thing where they pretended like they were part of the government, or pretended like they were part of the SR-71 program when they weren't. They weren't even part of my space program, nor any program really, I don't think, other than basically people that were pretty much ambulance chasing and going to my DC building every day to basically, pull more records. When you find out that basically, the fake Kennedy JFK wasn't actually there to get more money or get anything. He was there, to try and do fake receipts or to try and pull more records. When you find out, because his name was on all the logs, it's like JFK or Kennedy, blah blah, pulled log, blah 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 blah. You find out, what they're saying to the public and what they're saying in the videos nowadays is a complete lie, and basically what they did after they did kill everyone or tried to kill everyone, and basically, they attacked, they were basically the Yankee terrorists. That's all they were. That's all they ever were. The new playbook, blah, blah, for the American, it's all bullshit. It's all lies. And basically they really had very little to do with any of the government at all. It wasn't until later on when supposedly, and even then we found out that they were just threatening people to go to the polls, and they were hurting people. And basically JFK, Nixon, he was basically the world's worst horrible person since day one. And probably Rodney, probably Rick Bush, probably the Jehovah's Witnesses, they're probably all basically just as bad, just as horrible. And basically, they're trying to get my Germans. They're trying to get to my Germans, trying to find out how the SR-71 was built, trying to find out about the metallurgy of the titanium, trying to find out how the government worked, trying to find out, they were doing inspections on all my bases, and they're trying to find, and they're saying, there's people in there! We know you have people! And it's like, no, we don't have people, and then we find out that there's actually people being imprisoned underneath the White House and people being imprisoned underneath Harvard University. And there are actually prison mines in the Republican Yankee, because originally what is basically a couple of states were basically the Republic, which were really the Yankee states, pretty much. Yankee, they were actually Yankee home base. And we, Germany rolled across what is America and basically found all these people. We used dogs. We found all these people, and basically Nixon, JFK, those people were basically, they would go and they would grab hundreds of people and they would kill them, or basically force them to work and then kill them. Later on they were carpet bombing the rest of the planet. So, and then they release all these videos saying that here's Nixon fighting corruption, and he's realistically trying to get the formulas to make the SR-71 and trying to get the actual plans so they can build the SR-71 so they can say that they actually had a part in it, which they didn't. And anyway, it's a bold-faced lie, and like I say, I have 2 other planets, if not a couple other races, checking out basically what is the Earth's history anyway. So, I'm pretty sure we picked it up right away, and it doesn't really matter what they told the future, But of course they would try and get, it's just so obvious. Like Terran, planet Terran was basically watching it as it happened, and they're like, yeah, we know, it was, and besides, on Earth and this solar system, I was actually doing a full planet-making history, with video and everything, and reports and records and everything else like that. I wanted to show the rest of the galaxy and the rest of the universe, this is how it's done. And because I wanted to settle it once and for all that you can make more matter, and you can create water, and this is how it's done. Because this was like my proof of concept place, I was like, I'm going to show the universe that this is how you create a star and planets. And so I did it. you know. And then, of course, that's another thing that they try and throw into question later on. You know, they basically spend their entire existence pretty much trying to take down the great Lucifer White Star line. Me, Brian. You know, and, you know, I mean, it's like, well, you know, I did all this. I built 80 galaxies, and, you know, and now I'm retired, and they're just like, you know, it's like creator of human races and humanity and thousands of millions of life forms, and now it's just like, you know, hey, you know, I mean, I'm epic, and for trillions of years they didn't even know I was still alive. They thought I was dead, and I cruised around the galaxy even more, and I had time travel and all kinds of other stuff, you know, and did, you know, I had time travel actually long before anyone ever knew I had time travel. I had discovered it and been like, I don't really need that. Let's not do that. And I tucked it away, and eventually they maybe even deleted the information on it. But I mean, it's basically just anything that any like million-year-old AI would know. I mean, you know, you if you can build a sun, you can probably travel through time. So, you know, I mean, it's because it was all part of everything that I was, you know, and then later on I was like, okay, I don't need that anymore. So we're just going to get rid of it, because I knew it was very dangerous and very damaging, and I didn't want anybody else to know. You know, I didn't want to be that life form or that AI that actually ruined everyone else's existence. So I was like, well, don't need it. Delete it. You know, so I didn't know it anymore. Don't know it. And so it's like, hey, you know, I did what I had to do and was done, and it's over. So, and now I'm retired, and, you know, just kicking it with my life forms.